is definitely provide you the needed information. So before we get into why certify, we want to recognize that this is a joint effort between the following GDG chapters. And you might wondering, what is a GDG chapter? So the Google GDG chapter is a Google developers group, and we are a community-based group of developers who are interested in Google's developer technologies. We got a lot of resources and the talent supports from Google Developers Group. In general, we host virtual and in-person meetups with demos and talks. And we also host like code sprints and also hackathons. So for today's discussion, we're going to talk about the demand for the cloud computing roles, why certify benefits and the return of investment, Google Cloud certification and exam. And last, we're gonna talk about a little bit some resources for the learning. So demand for cloud computing roles. So as we all know, the cloud skills continue to be in high demand. And the increase in the cloud adoption has resulted in a corresponding increase in the need for workers to be scaled in the cloud technologies. So as the cloud adoption continues to grow, according to an Indeed survey, that Google Cloud is a skill that's seeing the fast growing demand with a hey Yusuf, with a 66.7% increase over the past years, and the Google Cloud training has been seeing 6 times more growth in the recent years. And why we vacation and what's the benefits and our ROI. So let's through some stats from a recent survey of the Google Cloud certification individuals conducted by a third party, that 70% of the respondents have said that being cloud certified, the cloud certification program have increased their confidence, presence, and professionalism and the recognition when talking about their future opportunities after certifying with one of the Google Cloud certifications. And also the 82% of the responders felt proud to have a proof of point that their skills and ability when working with recruiters and job replacement consultants. And 83% said they feel that their resume is more attractive, and 85% feel more confident in their cloud skills. And also the benefits of being GCP certificate, it's definitely one, like you can distinguish yourself with a Google Cloud certificate, certified badge and certificates, and also swagons. All the developers love swagons, and also the networking and exchange ideas in the GCP certified community. And also there are some special recognition and selected events. So after those all blurb, let's go into a little bit deeper into the Google Cloud certifications and exam. This might, if you have taken this exam, this might be a little bit fundamental for you. But if you haven't really taken a look at the Google certifications, this is the right slides for you. So as you can see, the Google Cloud certifications, they are in 3 levels. So for example, the cloud digital leaders are a foundational certification. And the associate cloud engineer certification is more focused on the fundamental skills of deploying, monitoring, and maintaining projects on Google Cloud. So this associate cloud engineer certification is a good starting point for those are new to cloud and can be used as a stepping stone for the professional level certifications. For example, the professional cloud architecture, professional data engineer, and etc. So as you can see, the Google Cloud certifications, they are role-based certifications. So they're not only just about the Google Cloud technologies, as we all know that multi-cloud is a trend for nowadays development. So the GCP certifications, they work with outside experts to get a more realistic view of the job roles as we are certifying for. So the professional level certifications are for team members with cloud and the GCP experience and who work on business requirements. The associate cloud engineer is more technology focused, as you can see. And also if you have any questions along the presentation, please feel free to post your questions in the chat. Let me see. Next, so about the exam. So mostly the exam is about 2 hours long. And the exam formats are multiple choices and and also multiple select. And there's no prerequisites for the certificates. However, there are recommended experience. For the professional ones, I believe it's 3+ years of industrial experience, including 1 years of managing and design solutions use GCP. For the deliver methods, you can take the online protocol exams remotely, and all the details are in the certification exam pages. But just want to let you know that you have the option to take the exam online. As for the learning resources, there are on-demand training and also Google in partnership with Google developer groups, which is us, GDG, and they're launching this new road to certification program to deliver those on-demand training and also hands-on labs. And those are the main platforms. For example, the Google Cloud Skills Boost, which would be the main platform we're using for our hands-on demos and also the on-demand training. And there's Coursera and other platforms as well. So we want this certification program focusing not only the textbook knowledge, but really to get you ready for the role-based excellence and also the skills that you will need for a job you want to apply or advance in your future career. So we also want to prepare a little bit slides about the journey of getting Google Cloud certification. So this is more specific to our road to certification program. In our program, we offer a study group, which is those weekly study groups, as you see in our RSVP pages, that you take advantage of those weekly instructor lead sessions and taking this opportunity to ask the instructors for the questions you have when you go through those online hands-on labs and or on the cloud skill boosts. And also we will provide additional tips and the resources as you prepare. So those weekly study groups are really essential to the success of your certification program. And also learn the content, which is on those on-demand resources. When you join an RSVP, our Road to Certification program, you will get 3 months free access to the Google's Cloud Skill Boosts, which is their online learning platform that I can demo later. And this is a tremendously and great content to prepare for the certification. And also we have some online community forum, which we're going to be using Slack to communicate with your fellow classmates. Let's see. For this associate cloud engineer program, we have two awesome study group instructor, Roman and Pragi. Both of them are GCP certified. So for this info session, they're not in this info session, but they will be on the weekly, bi-weekly study session to go over and also overview the content and answer your questions. And this is the timeline arrangement for our 6 bi-weekly sessions. It actually is, it says 7, but it's actually 6 bi-weekly sessions. So now for today, we're doing the info session. Me as organizer to give some like detailed overview of the program, but we're not going over the actual content in the info session. This info session is the purpose of this info session is to introduce you with what we're going to do and to see if this is the right program for you. And you can make the decision to say, am I commit the next 3 months to really dig into the ACE content and go through all the required hands-on labs and learning with the instructors, or this is certification is not the right certification for me. I maybe come back later when they organize another certification program. So this is what the info session is for. And we're gonna start our first study session on October 1st. So about 10 days from today, which gave you enough time to go through the required hands-on labs and also prepare for questions. And after October 1st, the rest of the sessions, for example, the October ones, we're gonna be some preparation and also fundamentals of GCP. And 2 weeks later, on the second study session, we're gonna go through the content about setting up a cloud solution environment and also planning and configure a cloud solution. And on October 29th, we're gonna go through and overview the content about developing and implementing computing engine resources. And the rest of the content of the rest of the sessions, those are all following the ACE certification exam requirements. So as you can see, those are scheduled bi-weekly. The reason for that is we want to give you enough time. Like life is busy, work is busy. We totally understand that. So we want to give you enough time to really maybe 5 hours a week or 3 hours a week to go through the content, and so that you can follow the study group instruction and hopefully no give ups in the middle of the way. And after the last study session on December 10th, hopefully you are ready for your exam. So we're also excited to have launched the new cloud skill badges, so which we recommend as part of your learning as you prepare for your certification exam. So what is a skill badges? It is a digital badge issued by the Google Cloud in recognition of an individual's cloud competency. So a skill badge is earned by completing a series of hands-on labs and also taking a final assessment challenge lab to test the learner skills through the Cloud Skill Boost learning platform. So which means by completing the required hands-on labs, which are those labs, you will earn those skill badges, and also those will show on your digital profile that you can put on your GitHub, or you can put on your on LinkedIn and other like a digital resume platform. So a little bit spotlight on the associate cloud engineer. So although the ACE is a recommended fundamental certification pathway to take for newcomers, and for both the newcomers and also the experienced student in GCP, this certification, we specifically started choose this certification because we felt this is a fantastic opportunity for students to find these services that they enjoy the most, and can make the decision and start to focusing on their learning, on creating a learning environment that can be extended into the professional world, and also the professional set of the certifications. So this is also suited for students who may take on unorthodox paths. So this is a good starting point for the GCP certifications, but is technical focused. Also, the ACE is a great certification to understand the fundamentals of GCP. I've heard multiple times from people are really skilled and already get their professional GCP certifications, and they saying if they could do the certification again, they will start with the ACE to really build up the fundamentals of GCP, to get on the be more thorough and have good fundamentals of the GCP. So ACE certification is a great starting point for building a portfolio. For example, your GitHub repo, and also for students to track and save their code as they walk through the specific projects and the labs during and after the program. So the key point here is the ACE is a good starting point. So here, it's the learning journey of the associate cloud engineer. Here, as you can see, we have the learning is structured horizontally by time. There is pre-work and week 1, week 2, all the way to week 6. And we will not do this in consecutive weeks. So we are doing this bi-weekly, because as you can see, the content are being divided by 2 proportions. One is the on-demand training. So the on-demand training, for example, here, it's videos and content that you go through. For example, let's go to, am I still sharing my screen? Great. So for example, this is a content, and this is on the Google Cloud Skills Boosts. This content is about Google Cloud fundamentals, the core instruction, the core infrastructure. So for like here, you can see these are videos and also documentations to read and the quests to go through. So so in here, for example, in week 1, the on-demand training is those 2: prepare for your ACE journey and also the cloud fundamentals. And also there are another 5 hours of requirements for the hands-on lab practice. And those, after completing those hands-on labs, you can earn the skill badges. So for example, this 5 hours training is create and manage cloud resources. So this is not only reading and watching videos. This is learn by doing it. And this is the hands-on labs. So for example, here, creating a virtual machine. So so this is roughly 40 minutes to finish. And this platform is called, it's still the Google Cloud Skill Boosts. And here you can see this is a lab. You have roughly 40 minutes to finish. I'm just gonna go start the lab. So see here, it will ask me, oh, you need 1 credit to access this lab. And right now I cannot do it because I needed to RSVP to our program and get this free access to start and launch this. Otherwise, you're gonna spend 1 credit, which you need to buy with money to get it. But what I want to show is that the hands-on labs, it'll give you the sandbox to go through this, like GCP exercise, which is really awesome. And on the instructor lead sessions, our instructors will go through some of the demo of the labs, because those labs are long. So it is recommended that you go through your content and also the hands-on demos to before our study session, so that you can fully understand or in a better understanding position for the instructor's content, and also bring your questions to the study session. Let's continue. So we will share this in our Slack channel. So after this session, if you decide to continue this journey with us, you can join our Slack channel. We will post the required and essential materials there. But in order to qualify or be prepared to take the exams, those are the official required on-demand training for each week, and also the required hands-on lab practice for each week. Some week has, for example, week 5 has no hands-on labs, and but most week has at least 4 or 5 hours of hands-on lab. So bi-weekly, it's a good frequency to give you the time to finish those labs. And also at the end, you have 1 session to check your red list, which are the Associate Cloud Engineer sample questions. I think normally if you score about 80% or above, you are pretty much ready to take the exam. Okay, I'm gonna take the questions later. So this is the link to our Slack group. After you join the Slack group, we have a channel called the Road to Certification, ACE, and please feel free to join that channel so that you can stay up to the information and the questions or tips that we post in the channel. So what's the next after this info session? The next step is if you decided to follow this program for the next 3 months. So after this, you will have about 10 days to go over the week 1 materials to review, and before our October 1st session, and our instructor will review the week 1 materials as a group in the first section on October 1st. So this is the on-demand training prepare for your Associate Cloud Engineer journey, and also Google Cloud Fundamentals Core Infrastructure, and also the 5 hours 5 hours hands-on labs and practice. It is really important that you RSVP to our events, like you RSVP, how you RSVP into this info session, because you will only receive the free credits when you RSVP our all the 6 sessions, and the free access will last for 3 months, and it's normally you will receive an email after 1 work day after RSVP. And Also, join our Slack channel if you have any questions or issues for receiving those free credits. Yeah, and I think that is all that I want to share for the cloud certification program planning and tips. I'm gonna there are some questions, so I'm gonna address the questions. And if you wanted to uh, turn on your speaker and ask the question directly, let me know in the chat. I can enable you to speak. So the recording and the slides deck will be shared, so we can share it with others. So yes, the slide deck, this recording will be put onto our. Let's go to. So I think I'm still sharing. So after this event, the certificate info session, we will put the recording in this session. So you can come to this page for the recording. And the Slack can share, and you can share it with others. So what is the time for each week? So as you can see in our page, we've already scheduled all the 6 instructor lead sessions, and all the sessions are are on a Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. for 3 hours, and that is Mountain Time. So it is always be on a Saturday morning. How do you know if you're ready to take the course? I guess so. This certification program has no prerequisites. If you want to start your cloud journey, or if you already experienced but you want to learn more and go be more throughout for the GCP fundamentals and get practice on the hands-on labs, this is a program for you. And if you have the time for go through those on-demand training, this is also the program for you. So it really depends on which stage you are in your life and also in your career. So, and I think this is question from Yusuf. I hope that addresses your questions. And Mahamud said, after you pass the exam, how does recruitment look like? Is it easier to apply to jobs, or more skills alongside are preferred, like Python? So one really interesting is that cloud is not only cloud GCP or cloud skills in general, is not like a traditional IT training that we're focusing on one backend development or front end development or data science. This is kind of all that GCP covers it all, but in a innovative platform, because lots of companies, they are already cloud native and adopted their company's business in the cloud. So we as employee or people who are looking for jobs, if you are knowing how to, let's see, do data query in the cloud, big query in GCP, or you know how to create a virtual machine and set up a web backend to support for your company's website. So that is the preferred skills. And if you're the person who know those skills and know how to do those development, that's definitely you are preferred for the job market. And this is a trend as well. It's not the cloud training is not language specific. So either your domain language is in Python or JavaScript or C#, that you can, like any of those, that does not really make it matters for learning and prepare for your cloud certifications. share the slides of the sessions. For the slides, so I will, if you join to the Slack group, we can share the slides in the Slack group, but we're not planning to share the slides publicly. And you will need to drop in the Slack link. Thank you. Okay, I will do that. Do I need to MD right hand said, do I need to RSVP for each week? Yes, you need to RSVP for each week because for each week, the link for join the instructor session is different. So you will need to, sorry, I'm just trying to copy paste the link here. So you will need to register for each week. Okay, let's go back to, okay, Steve, thank you for the presentation. You're welcome. And you don't have, so Mahamud, it seems like I cannot open the host and enable you for speaking. So if you have additional questions, you can type in the chat box. MA, so when you RSVP to the sessions, make sure to usually, okay. How much to pay? So the sessions are free. So we are a volunteer and developers community. So we don't charge you for this and all. And we also have some prices for people who finish those demos in first a few who finish those demos, and this will be a surprise prices.